And welcome back, this is ballerscuba with more Let's Play Tales of Phantasia. I'm joined, as always, by a little bit further back squad of Kless and Chester. When we last left off, I was a little bit further ahead in the game than this. We have gone back to before we find out what happens in town, but what is happening in town is quite apparent from here. I did not go over the skits, so let's go over the skits. It feels wrong doing skits when something is on fire behind me, though. Yeah, as you might expect, they're talking about the fire and how we need to help. No, it can't be good. The thing is on fire. Alright, so that is what I wanted to show off. I felt like I was a little bit in a rush last time, and I didn't do it, so I wanted to take care of that this time. I'm going to go ahead and meet you where we actually left off, because we don't need to go through all of this heartache again. Alright, back where we were. I don't believe we have access to any skits here, but let's double check. Alright, well, I guess there was something. We need to get to Euclid and see Uncle Olsen. Because it was his mom's last wishes. Okay, we're good here. Let's head in. And we have made it to a mountain pass. And not too far in, you get a scene. Huh? A statue? How do we get to the middle of a mountain pass like this? It's too heavy to lift, but should be able to push and pull it around. Objects like this statue can be pushed and pulled around. Thank you, game. To move them, get close and face them. Press and hold down the circle button, then move around with the D-pad. So, simple enough. Move it out of my way. Thorough preparation is essential for travel, so says the peddler. Would you like to buy something? Let's see what he has available. He's got apple gels, he's got orange gels, and he's got Panacea bottles. Panacea cures all status ailments except being knocked out. I can't even afford a Panacea right now. I could afford an orange gel. A bite-sized gummy medicine with a tangy orange flavor restores 30% of max TP. So if I'm short on the TP, I can use the orange gel. It's basically, well, the equivalent in Final Fantasy would be an ether. Same as the equivalent of apple gels in Final Fantasy would be a potion. So 30% of max TP, once again, because it is a percentage, it is much more useful later in the game. They will kind of always be useful. I could try to sell some things as well. Still have a couple magic lenses. I will probably be using those. I still have the longsword, though. I can probably get rid of that, but we are going to hold on to it just in case. Be careful out there. I will attempt to be careful. Let's look at this. It's too worn. I can't make heads or tails of what it's saying, so no clue on the sign, but we're going to head north at the sign. After all, we got rid of the statue. It's probably going to be important. I haven't gone over this, but you can run in the game. But he goes so fast anyway that I kind of just like hanging out as is. All right, so we got owls again. They go down pretty quickly now that I have my new sword. Come on, up, there we go. Down he goes, and I think that was a flawless victory. Yeah, it goes pretty quickly now. 1 chicken, 3 eggs, 9 experience, 18 gold. Yeah, this does go pretty quick. But yeah, you can run. But like I said, he goes so fast, sometimes it's faster just for me to walk because I get caught on things. All right, new enemy. I thought there might be a new enemy. We have anacondas. Let's take a look at them with one of our magic lenses. All right, they're weak to fire, which makes things easy for me. They only had 50 HP. So, easy enough. 9 experience, 20 gold, apple gel, 2 magic lenses, a chicken, and an egg. I'm getting a lot of stuff out of these fights. All right, let's continue along this path and fight 3 more owls. Yeah, they go so quick. Oh, I actually got hit for a change. Down they go. Just gotta hold up to get the flying enemies, but outside of that, it goes very quickly. All right, I level up into new art for the 3-owl fight. They do have, like, abs, these owls. They're a little weird for me that way. All right, so let's take a look at the new art that we got. We got Swallow Dance. Combo attack consisting of 2 flying kicks and a downward thrust. It does require 4 TP to use it, so I'll have to use it a little sparingly. Demon Fang, I'm only at 3% mastery. I do have to use it more often, but I would much rather use it in a spot where I can, you know, heal easily. So not right now. We'll get it in time. But we got up to level 5 as a result. I don't like that they didn't tell me, the stat increases when I level up. But somebody did point out titles. In this game, titles are just titles. They don't do anything. In later entries in the game, they do something. But in this game, not so much. They're just there. They're only in the... Well, they're not in the original Super Famicom version of the game either, which is probably why they don't do anything in this game. Because in the original game, they weren't even there. Well, sorry about that. Apparently, Ruby was not happy. So, cut some of that out, I am sure. Let's continue on. Let's see what is available for me up here. We got a couple items. This is the harder route to go through on the mountain pass, but really if you got that sword back in town, this will not be too difficult. We get a life bottle here and an orange gel here. So things are looking up for us because we got the items, because we risked it against... Okay, 4 bugbears is going to take a while. Really, there is nothing that you need to kind of conserve around here, so feel free to, use the TP at least a little bit, because we have pretty much just made it to Euclid. And then we can take out 3 owls. Let's show off the new move, huh? Pretty good. But of course, it's not necessarily too strong right now. Can I, Demon Fang? Yeah. Right now, it's just not the strongest. Come on. There we go. Alright, 9 experience, 18 gold, 2 chickens, 3 eggs. Yeah, the moves right now aren't necessarily the strongest, so I don't necessarily like using them too much, but I do need the experience with them. Let's head into town. If I remember correctly, my uncle's house is in the northwestern part of town. Alright, so we're probably gonna go there last. Let's just kind of move around and see what I can find in the town of Euclid. After all, this was named after a mathematician, ancient Greek. You've been watching your surroundings during battle, haven't you? No. You must be pretty confident in yourself. Alright, what happens if I say yes? Good, that's the first step. However, if you're watching only your immediate surroundings, victory is uncertain. It is possible to zoom out during battle to obtain a greater view of the battlefield. Press the start button or triangle during battle to pause, then hold downward while holding the square button to zoom out. It's a little complicated. I don't use it too often, but sometimes I feel like I will need to. It's very important to know what you're up against at all times. Yeah, it's probably important. So head over here. I hear Sir Miguel used to be the head of the Euclid's Knights. His valor is renowned throughout the whole Euclid continent. I'd like to have a bout with him once. Yeah, about that. Hey, excuse me. Can you tell me how to get to Totus? I want to meet Sir Miguel. Right. I hear Miguel used to be the head of the Euclid Knights. His valor is renowned throughout the whole Euclid continent. I'd like to have a bout with him once. Anything else? I think he just said the 2 things. Alright, convenient travel supplies. Put a gel in your traveling bag. Come here for the widest variety of gels in all the kingdom. Alright, we'll check it out. What do you have available here? The general store, baby. Welcome. The checkout counter is right over there. Fine. You didn't have anything new to say. Welcome. What can I do for you? All right, what do you have available? Apple gels, orange gels, Panacea bottles, life balls. Notice that the prices are pretty standard across the board, but since I didn't use any of them, I'm pretty good right now. Thanks. I didn't buy anything, but thanks for thanking me anyway. All right, we'll head up here. Doesn't look like there's anything going on. Are you the same swordsman? Yes. Yes, you are. All right, looks like we have a weapon shop here. Let's see what is available. Weapon shop, Holy Knight. Are you sleeping on the job? Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Business has been so slow lately that I just fall asleep after a while. They have armor for me. So I already have the leather armor equipped, so no point in buying another set. Can't afford the chainmail, although it would be an increase. A coat of armor made from metal rings between 0.4 and 0.8 inches in width chained together. I assume the smaller the better, but the smaller the more expensive. There's a wooden shield, a shield made of wood. Don't bring it to a firefight. Round shield made of metal. Leather helm, a basic helmet made of leather. And leather gloves, a pair of gloves made of leather. Makes a lot of sense. All right, so I don't have too much money, but I'm going to go ahead and buy a wooden shield and leather gloves. I don't have enough to afford the leather helm, and the round shield just seems like too much right now. Maybe later. So let's deck ourselves out in a little bit of, well, some kind of armor. Complete it. Let's go ahead and equip. We'll put the wooden shield on. Increases my defense by 1 and my evasion by 2. I'll take it.